Mm. Hello everyone, it's your girl E. Welcome to my channel. So glad to have you here. If it's your first time here, welcome. Good to see you. And if you're a returnee, yo, what's up? How you doing? How's life? Let's just get right into it. So today we are talking about getting a robot to do my manicure, nails. Specifically getting a robot to paint my nails, because I had a lot of people saying, oh, it's not a full manicure, it didn't do this, it didn't do that. No, we're just here to talk about a robot painting my nails, which is a cool concept in and of itself, man. We are moving towards a bright future in which they take over and kill us all. The company is called Clockwork. I came across them, I think either on a TikTok video or Instagram video or whatever. I saw the video, I liked it, and then I started getting ads for it. So I was like, yo, I live in the Bay Area. They're not too far from me. Let me go get a robot to paint my nails, because that is just a cool concept to me. Yeah, like we've come so far. So I reached out to the company on Instagram. Come to find out that they had actually permanently closed their San Francisco office, I guess due to COVID and just whatever. So they had closed that down, but they were expanding into different locations. So they're actually in a couple Targets in the Bay Area. There's one in San Mateo, there's one in Walnut Creek, and then the other location is in Minneapolis or Minnesota, one of those places. Not sure which, but I live in the Bay, so I was like, cool. So I have options to go to, so I decided that I was gonna go get a robot to paint my nails. And of course, I didn't want to make it easy for myself, so I said, look, all the videos and all the clips that I've seen, people have short, regular nails. So I'm gonna have one hand that's obviously just gonna be short and regular, and I'm gonna have another hand that's gonna be a little janky. So I actually put some acrylic nails on my left hand. You could probably see the clip here of me really struggling to get these nails on. And I was like, cool, I've done this. This is the best I could. The acrylics were long, and also they're not my nail. So I figured that was gonna be enough to test a robot. Before I went, I asked the Instagram account again, and I was like, hey, I'm planning on doing a video about this. What do you recommend? And so we chatted it up a little bit. They were very nice. They did warn me that the machine, the robot has, it has never, I don't think they've done any training with acrylic or gel or whatever. So they tell you, do not come with those things on. If you do come with like gel or something, they'll ask you to like wipe it off, or they'll help you wipe it off. But the machine is not capable of painting over that. Completely disregarded them and did what I wanted anyway. So I drove to the Target. I don't know why, but I decided to leave during rush hour when people were getting off work, so it took like 40 minutes to get there. I was very upset. And then I got in the Target, decided to book my appointment. Come to find out, I left my wallet at home, so I didn't have a card to put in the site to book my appointment. Thankfully, I called a friend. They gave me their card info, and I put that in there. But just as a side note, if you want this, if you want to try this out and you're in a Target and they have one near you, you will need to have your card on deck. So got it booked. It said come over to the kiosk immediately, and they have like this little stand kind of situation. So I walked over. I had to wait a little bit because they have sticky notes everywhere on the machine. It's like, hey, don't try to use this without an associate. I think it's because they're still kind of in the testing phase before they release it to the public and it becomes more known. So I had to wait a little bit before an associate came to help me. But when she came, she was super nice and super friendly. Basically, she like talked me through the process, asked me to pick the color out like you usually do at a nail salon. And then I watched a little 30-second clip on the machine. It has a screen, and basically it's telling you like, hey, this is what's gonna happen. You need to put your hand here and put your finger here and hold still. So I watched a little clip, and of course it wouldn't be me if the situation was smooth. So I thought, cool, I got this. I can hold my hand very still. I can put in one finger at a time, because that's how the machine paints your hand. And then I tried it, and my first go around failed. The machine went around and around trying to paint my nails, going through the whole process, but nothing was coming out. Come to find out, it was jammed, which was fun to watch on my part. The associate was a little bit stressed, but they resolved it pretty quickly. I could see on the screen somebody had remoted in and was trying to debug it and see what was going on. So I had to repick my color, they had to reinstall the cartridge, and then I got to put my finger in and paint it. And I will say the machine is very finicky, which I think is a safety feature. It tells you once you put your finger in there, you have to keep it very, very still. Any kind of movement will disrupt it immediately. It doesn't want you to move, wants you to shift, don't flinch. And I'm assuming because the imaging that is done takes a picture and then maps out where your finger is in reference to your skin, and then that's how it does the painting. So once you shift during that process or even the painting, it kind of loses its direct one-to-one mapping. That's just my guess at this. I'm not a computer vision or a machine. I don't do that. I'm a UI engineer, so but that's how I would assume that it works. So it took a little bit of getting used to. I would move a little bit and the machine would have to restart. But once it got going and it was pretty quick. Then the tester hand, this was a control. It went pretty smoothly once I got the hang of it. This was the tester. Obviously it was acrylic and you can't really see it now because the only nail I had left fell off, but you could see the glue underneath the nail. So when the machine was taking a video or taking the image of my nail, you could see it took the picture, but then when it tried to paint it, I could see that it was following the glue versus the actual shape of the nail. I assumed it would follow the shape of the nail, but that didn't happen. So it followed the glue, which is how I got these very funky, weird designs. I think they look cool. It could honestly be a look if I had another, if I painted white or black and then it did this, I think it would have been very rad, very abstract nails. But unfortunately, it just came out looking like a mess for tech. But yeah, I think it's cool. I also one of the reasons I really like the product, the Clockwork team and what they're doing is just this is one of those really seamless melds between tech, the tech advancements and things that we can do, and just a service or a lifestyle thing that people do. Because as for me, I'm a girl. Which doesn't really mean anything, but I've been painting my nails for a while and I've never been able to paint my nails at home without messing them up. The only time I get a perfect nail job done is when I go to a salon or I go to a nail tech and get my nails done. So the fact that it was able, at least on my right hand, which was the natural prepared nail it wanted, it was able to it did a better job than I ever could, honestly. But if you wanted to be a baddie and go with acrylics or something, it cannot paint your nails at all. So that was my experience with Clockwork. I honestly really enjoyed it. It was relatively simple once you got the hang of it. And I'm really excited to see them expand into more Target. They said they're going to expand into more Target stores. So I'm really excited to see that happen. I think they chose good using the Target demographic because they got a little extra cash. If you're shopping at Target, you got a little extra money. And also I feel they're bougie. They're willing to try this. If you're in a rush, you're a classy girl or guy, want to get your nails done, it's quick. It's quick, it's simple, and you can be in and out. Their claim to fame is you can be in and out in under 10 minutes. I was not, because I decided to test the machine in the way it wasn't supposed to do. But if you're using it properly, you can be in and out in 10 minutes once you get the hang of it. So yeah, that was my Clockwork experience. Let's talk about pricing and let's talk about my pros and cons. So quick glance, right now it's currently $9.99 to book a manicure at any Clockwork. I don't know how the other locations are, but my location didn't have anybody waiting to use it. There was no line or anything. As soon as I booked it, it was come over. So that was a good experience. Also, when you're done getting your nails painted, because you have a technician there, they ask you hey, are you satisfied with The manicure, if you're not, you can put it in to get like another coat over it. I didn't because I had other things to do, so you can do that. And I think even without the technician there, you could probably still do that because you have to manually click that you're done with your manicure, right, for it to be done. And we didn't run out of ink, or not ink, we didn't run out of nail polish before it was done. So I think you could probably still, if you didn't like the way it did it, you could still get it done. If you're not a fan of going to nail salons, waiting in nail salons, this is like a nice alternative. If you're also somebody who just wants to have their nails painted and is not interested in getting like acrylics or gel, like anything fancy, I think this is also a good alternative for you. It's also cheap compared to getting your nails done in the salon. And I know they're not giving you, the possible hand massages, cuticle trimmings, things like that. But if you keep your own nails well and you really just need a painted coat or coat of paint, yeah, this is like a good deal for that. So I think the time is great because again, they're promising in and out in under 10 minutes. And I think that's true. Like even when I was mucking around with it and doing things I wasn't supposed to and asking a lot of questions, I was still in and out like pretty quickly. So I feel like if you just sat, did it, did what you're supposed to and leave, like you would be done in like 10 minutes. So, and then just moving to my cons / needs improvement list. The number one, and this is like a minor inconvenience, was I think they need to expand their color selection, because I went in and I originally wanted to get my nails done in white. They did not have white. They had a lot of colors. Like here's the color selection that they have. So they had like a good amount, and they had black, which would be like my other one, but like they didn't have white, and I feel like that's such an easy win to get. Number two, and this bullet point is honestly a combination of several things. One, I would like for them to have gel. So I asked them if it was going to be regular nail polish or gel. And they said it's regular nail polish, and they do state that they use, actual brands that people use, like OPI and SE, I think were the two top ones that were mentioned. So they do use actual like nail polish. This is not like a custom in-house product, but they do not do gel. The reason I think they should do gel is like this does not last. Like getting my nails being painted, it did not last at all. I asked the Instagram team how long, like, do they say the nails would last, and they said around 4 to 7 days. I just want to say, like, part of it is completely my fault. After I had gotten my nails painted by the machine, it did not say I should rest my hands for like 2 to 3 minutes to let it dry. And the associate who was there even put like their quick dry drops to like let it dry quicker. But like my nails are basically, this is day one. Yesterday, I got these nails done yesterday. This is day one. And if you can see, they're already like chipped and cracked from like use. And I don't even use my hands like that. Like I type on a computer for the majority of the day. I don't do dishes. Like the most my hands experience is getting washed when I use the bathroom or when I come in and out of my house, right? That's a couple times a day. That's like the majority of and like when I shower, that's the majority of the usage of my hands. So it's not like I'm doing heavy lifting. I'm not a waitress. I'm not a dishwasher. I don't have children. I don't work in a daycare anymore. But like my hands are not getting heavy lifting, and they already look like this. Like they were messed up in the store. Like as soon as I got up, especially my left hand, as soon as I got up, I had to put my wrist brace back on. We just painted it. You need to sit for like 5 minutes and let this dry properly, and then let us put some quick drops on it or something. Because like I was like, cool, I'm done. I got up and I went and like messed the nails up. So if they had gel though, like long story short, if they had gel, this would not be a problem, because you paint the nail, you cure it for like a minute, and it's done. My second complaint was like, if you're not going to do gel, right, then I think you should at least do a base coat and a top coat, just to add to the longevity of the nails, because this is a single coat painting. There's no way it's gonna last through the, life's vicissitudes, whatever the word is, like you going through life on a day-to-day. There's no way one coat is going to, like one coat of regular nail polish, not like some supreme hardtack on your nails. Like one coat of regular nail polish is not gonna, it's not gonna do a lot. So I think they need to do either more than one coat or add a base coat and a top coat to help the nails last a little longer. Because again, if I'm paying $10, which is in the grand scheme of things, it's a lot, but not really. It's more than a lot of people in the US make an hour, but in the grand scheme of if you're a person who goes to get your nail done regularly, it's not a lot, but like I would still like a quality experience. Like I don't want to go paint my nails and then have them be chipped that evening or the next day. I think that's something that they can improve on. Next up, I think this also ties into like the salon experience. If you wanted designs, if you wanted this, that, or the whatever, not the full salon experience. They're just here to paint your nails. So I feel like they should probably advertise that a bit more, because like when you say manicure, people get, you know, misconception that like, oh, I'm about to get like the full treatment. It's like, no, it's just a robot that paints your nails. Cool in and of itself, but not the full manicure experience. But yeah, that was my experience with Clockwork. I actually enjoyed it. It was pretty fun. It was very calming actually and relaxing. I didn't have to, I mean, I had to talk to people, but the way I see this going, it's like, I'm not gonna have to interact with a person. Like I would just book an appointment. It'll be like, hey, yo, the machine is free. I would go to the machine, stick my fingers in there one at a time, and just be done. I could probably have my AirPods in the whole time. When I'm done, they charge my card and I can go home. So yeah, if you're antisocial, don't want to interact with people, if this is near you, I think you should try it out. If you also just want to try it out, or like simple nail designs, so you just want to have your nails done, painted, I think this is also a cool opportunity. I think I'm very excited to see like where they go. I think there's a pretty big market for things like this, not just in the store space, which you're tackling with the Target partnerships, but also just having this in like luxury apartment buildings. Like I know if I had this in my apartment building, I'd have my nails painted all the time, because like, you mean to tell me I don't gotta I don't gotta call nobody, I don't gotta book an appointment, I just go upstairs and get my nails painted and then like be done? Yeah, that would be great. That would be amazing. Like I feel like there's so many spaces that could use something like this. So it's gonna be really exciting to see how they feel, or like enter those spaces and fill that void. I think it'll be cool. Also, if they ever decide to expand into like toenails or something, game changer, because the majority of people don't actually get designs and stuff on their toenails. Like you just go and you pick a solid color. So like if they decide to tackle that, I think it would be gross from the cleanliness point of view. Maybe some people are gross, but just an idea for you to consider, Clockwork team. Yeah, so Clockwork, would I recommend? Yes. If you have $10 to not waste, but if you have $10 to use and spend on something fun. I also recommend you, like, when your nails are done getting painted, wait for like 5 minutes so they dry completely and it's not a waste of your money. Yeah, I liked it. So, thank you everyone for watching the whole video and sticking around. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and leave a comment if you want to, or if you have anything to say, if you have comments, questions, or concerns. Also, I like to say this at the end of my videos, but if you have anything you want me to review, anything you want to try but don't want to waste your coins on, your girl is here to help. So you can send me an email or message me on all my social medias, or even just leave a comment on YouTube itself, and for something you want me to try, or somewhere you want me to go, or video you want me to do. I take recommendations. I also take suggestions sometimes. So yeah, if you have anything you want me to try, go for it. I'm down. Have a good day, or night, or afternoon. Bye guys. No, bye everybody.